G'day everyone, MasterAbbott here from Capsule Computers. Today I'll be reviewing the Commodore 64 emulator developed by Manomio and Kiloo under license for Commodore. Now when you do start up, you got to click on the C64 power button to start it. There you go, and it takes you into the main menu. Now down the bottom you've got options to choose from. You've got the My Games, Commodore 64, More Games, and Advanced. Now we'll run through a few of these options right now. First thing will be up the top, you've got the My Games and you've got Get Updated. Now if you click on the Get Updated, you'll be able to put in your information in here, like your email address and so forth, and you can sign up to the Commodore 64 iPhone newsletter and get the latest information and updates when that comes out. Clicking back on the My Games will take you back into the options. Now you get a total of, I think it's about, I'll go through them right now, I think it's about 8 games. Arctic Shipwreck, Dragon's Den, International Basketball, International Soccer, International Tennis, Jack Attack, Jupiter Lander, and Le Mans. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 games for the release price of $4.99 at the moment from the Apple iStore. You can download this game from the iPhone as well if you have access to your wireless network in the house, and you'll be able to get these 8 games at this price right now. Now be aware that there are going to be lots more games coming out. I've heard that in the second release there's going to be Bruce Lee, Druid, Impossible Mission, Alley Cat, Paradroid, just to name a few. Now if you do put your name down in the updated, you'll get updated as soon as possible when information does come out. Now down the bottom, as you can see, My Games takes you to this option right here. The next one here is the C64. So if at the moment I'm going to get this option that comes up here, it says please choose a game and select the Run Play button, because I don't have no games running at the moment. I'll choose one and start that up soon. But moving on to the next one is More Games. Now More Games, once again, once more games do get released, you'll be able to see them here, and you'll be able to download the ones you want. Some of them, like I said, some of them will be free, and some of them will be mostly probably $1.99 or $1.19, depending on what they're going to be, depending on Manomio and what Kiloo can come up with prices. Now in the advanced options, you got a button up here to optimize the speed and battery, so therefore you don't have to waste too much battery when you're playing. And the advanced settings at the moment, there are none. If you click on it, you can request a feature and it'll send you to an email, and you can send an information to Manomio and Kiloo with regards to what you would like to see. So now, as you can see, this is version 1.111. The Commodore 64 emulator was out a while ago, but it had to get released and it got taken out, and now it's back on, and it's working, and it's looking really good. Now, let's have a look at a game. Let's choose a game right now. Let's play, for example, Jack Attack. Now, what you can do as well, if you don't know what the game is, you can go into the details. Clicking on details will load up the information for that game, that specific game. So as you can see, Jack Attack was created by Kevin Kiloo and John Taylor in 1983, and it basically gives you information on how to play, what you can do, and it just basic instructions on what the game's all about. So pretty much that is what every game will have associated to it. And if we want to play it, all you got to do is click on the Run Play, and it will load up. Now if you have had a previous save game, as soon as you leave it will ask you, and it will load up the previous save game if you would like to do that. If you click on yes, it will take you to your previous save game, and if you click on no, as you know, it'll start a brand new game. As you can see, you've got the screen up the top, which looks very cool. It's got like a little TV. The control system and the joystick. So the control at the moment, there isn't anything that says press fire to start. So if you click on the joystick, it brings up the joystick control on the screen. So as you can see, you've got the virtual controller on the screen. You move it up, move it around. The controller takes moves from how your thumb moves. Pressing the fire button we'll select that. We'll start the game up, and then you can choose 1 or 2, moving left and right, as you can see right up there. Another great thing you can about the emulator, the C64 emulator, is if as soon as I flip it over to the side, bang, it pretty much tells you that you can shoot on this side here, as the controls were, and you can use the controller directional button on this side here. So if I do that now, you can see on the screen this comes up, which is fantastic. So you don't have to play like that. As I said, I'll bring it up, brings you back there. You don't have to play like that if you don't want to, because the screen's too small. So in my opinion, bring it over to that way, and as you can see, that comes up on the screen. It tells you to touch on this side to shoot, and on this side to use your thing. Now if you want, you can even press down the button. Once the game starts, I'll show you an extra option. So I'll start the game up, push the fire button, I'll just choose this game, and here we go. Alright, so this is one of the games that we're playing. Now the sounding, as you can hear, the sound for Commodore 64 games back at the time were the best, and they're pretty cool. Now the controllers, the control doesn't take too long to get used to. You know, you've got to get used to using the screen, the button, and everything. Now that's another thing I was going to show you right there. As you can see, you've got the button down the bottom. If you press on the Commodore 64 or double tap it down the bottom there, it'll make it a full screen. So therefore, that'll make it more fun, to tell you the truth. And you can play along at full screen without having to go to that, which is too small. But going back to this, full screen is fantastic, and you can really get to play all your old classic Commodore 64 games. Hopefully we'll be able to get a lot more coming through in the near future, and we'll be able to enjoy playing the Commodore 64 emulator all over again. Now let me just jump back out and I'll show you a few other games. Now as I said, the way this works is you can go back out straight there. As soon as you're out, it will save that position where you were in that game. And if you wanted to ever go back to it, you just go back in, and this time I'm going to click on yes, and it takes you straight to that last point where you were before. And as you can see, you can continue straight from that point there. Okay, so let me just start. I'll jump back out. Okay, and we'll show you one more time. We'll play Dragons Den. And as I said, I was playing this one before as well, so if I click on yes, I'll take you to the last spot it was working on, which was a game over. And I'll put in my details, flip it over this way, double tap for a full screen, and play the game. Now, as I said, the controls do take a bit of time to get used to, and it's just a matter of time to just get used to the way the controller is on the screen. It's not, as I said, with everything it just takes time, and I believe that Manomio and Kiloo have done a fantastic job in getting this emulator up and running and getting it out again for everybody to enjoy. I would recommend, honestly, anybody who's a fan of Commodore 64 and back in the days when we were used to play all those fantastic games, I'd say get a hold of this. It's on the Apple iStore. It's available at a really great price. I'm going to jump out of this, take you back to the main menu. I will put more information on the blog, on my blog. If you want to check out the website, I'll put it on the website. I'll put the Commodore 64 website, official website, on there, and I urge everybody to have a go. Download this. This is a fantastic emulator, and it's only going to get better with time, with more games that come out. So, from MasterAbbott Capsule Computers, I'm signing out. I'll speak to you guys later. Have a great day.